time on the clock before the warm-ups will be done. But both teams are out onto the court. We'll go ahead and set the starting lineups and talk about the records and do a little bit of a pregame before we get started here. But right now, due to just the loud music being played and a lot of activity, it's a jam-packed gym here at I can't remember the name of the court. Anyway, they do have the nice men's state champion Division II 2005 logo. And I always think it's very subtle that logo is right in front of the visitors' bench, as if to remind them, we won a state championship in basketball. But anyway, a very packed gym, big student sections. It's a Friday night in February, and high school basketball is on the menu for tonight. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some of the introductions, get things ready to roll, and then we're still about 8 to 10 minutes away from the start of tonight's action. All right, this is your game night announcer, Marlon Whitney. I'll be right back after this short break.
Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time, providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mic. The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered. Broadcasters out there, download Game Mic today and let your voice be heard. What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic. Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time, providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mic. The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered.
in El Dorado Hills, the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium. We are about ready to see the regular season finale between the Oak Ridge Trojans and the Folsom Bulldogs. So tonight's game features Folsom, who has a record of 5-4 in the Sierra Foothill League, and that currently has them in third place behind Rockland at 7-2 and Del Oro at 6-3. And besides Rockland and Del Oro, I think Folsom has a pretty good slot. They're going to end up in third place regardless of tonight's outcome. There is a chance that Del Oro could lose and Folsom would tie them, but to do the tiebreaker, Del Oro would still come away with a second place because they beat Folsom both times. Oak Ridge comes in at 3-6 in league, and both teams have an overall record of 16-11. So, kind of speaks to Oak Ridge having a better record in the preseason. Lower ranking, probably just because of how they have fared in the Sierra Foothill League. These two teams met in the first round of the league play back on January 19th. And Folsom came away with an 11-point victory, 74-63, in a game that was much closer than the final score indicated. In fact, Folsom was down by 4 points at halftime, 29-25, and then Folsom's offense really clicked and took off in the second half, and they pulled away from Oak Ridge. So high scores for the last time for the Folsom Bulldogs. Chase Rollins had 27 points, including an electric third quarter where he had 17 points just in the third quarter alone. And Kaiser Bowen had 13, and Jack Shull off the bench had 11. Those were the top scorers. For Oak Ridge, Dylan Slayer had 13, Preston McKinney 9, and Nathan Enney, senior, 6'1", had 8 points.
At this time,
Mike Casey was trying to find it.
Who?
Mike Casey.
All right, a nice rendition of the national anthem. The Folsom student section to our immediate left, serenading by singing. Oak Ridge definitely has the larger student section, but we'll see. The ultimate answer always in the back and forth between the student section is when they yell. Scoreboard, because that's the ultimate watch. So we get a little bit of a preview. We talked about the records. Game may not mean much for Sierra Foothill League standings, but it always means something when Folsom is going against Oak Ridge. And, of course, it'll mean something for the playoff seedings, which will be very important with the playoff brackets being announced tomorrow afternoon. We'll come out with a full Sac-Joaquin section and all the different divisions, both boys and girls. We'll be ready to go. We are just getting ready for the starting lineups to be announced.
All right, here we go. What we all the way for? Friday night, Colorado Hills. The visiting Folsom Bulldogs taking on your Oak Ridge Trojans. At this time, I would like to announce the starters for Folsom High School. Number 1, Ryan Lyons.
I don't even know you can pick that up. They're going with a very subtle, nice and quiet, not too much fanfare as they announce the Folsom starters. So Folsom's going to go with the same starting lineup they've had for the last couple of weeks, which has LJ Bridges back into the starting lineup instead of Kaiser Bowen. So they're going to go number 1, Ryder Lyons, 3, Ethan Baregi, 4, Chase Rollins, 21, LJ Bridges, and 24, Jovan Dulay, for Coach Mike Wall in his 25th year coaching high school basketball. He reached his 500th victory. Just thinking about that before the game. That's 25 years of averaging 20 wins a season. That's not easy to do. The lights are out here in the gym. I'm sure you may not have picked that up on the broadcast because I had a hard time hearing it myself. So it looks like Oak Ridge is going to go with all 5 seniors, which is not their typical lineup because I know their big man, Caleb Edwards, the do-everything junior at 6'6", is not starting. But they are going to go with Romo Feeney, number 2, Nathan Ennie, number 5, number 13, Joe Mullaney, 15, Preston McHenry, and number 22, Dylan Sayer. We are about ready to get started. One of the referees still has his jacket on, so I know we're a little bit of a way from where we're going to start. The players are all out on the court in position. I'm not exactly sure what we're waiting for other than the one official to... I was talking to one of the Oak Ridge assistant coaches. But only a 2-man crew tonight. All right, referee has his jacket off. He looks ready to go. They were cleaning something on the big O in the center of the circle for the Oak Ridge. But we're ready to go. Folsom's going to go from our left to our right. They're in their road black with blue numbers. Oak Ridge in the home white with the blue and gold trim. Jump from center, and it was grabbed by Mullaney. You can't do that. It's a violation. Ryder Lyons jumped center, and then Mullaney grabbed it, which at this point of the season, we should probably know you can't do that. For which the Folsom student section is telling them you can't do that. So that's going to go violation. I think that'll give the possession arrow to Folsom. All right, here we go. First time down. Baregi, the point guard, to bring it in. Hand it off to Chase Rollins. Up top to Ryder Lyons. Going to drive. Pick up his dribble. Over to Jovan Dulay. LJ Bridges drive. Oh, was blocked. Came in from the side. Looked like he had a clear basket, but he missed the opening possession. Oak Ridge has it. We'll bring it back down. There goes Sayer with the drive, the left hand. No good. And Dylan Sayer missed it. Ryder Lyons with the rebound, and I think we're going to have a foul on number 2. That's Romo Finney, his first foul of the game. First team foul on the Trojans. Each team has had a possession. Each team has missed a driving layup. Here's Chase Rollins to bring it up. Sporting, there's an overplay. Knocked away, but Ryder Lyons runs it down, gives it back to Rollins. And the drive, kick it out. Jovan Dulé for three. No good, off to the left. Oak Ridge with the rebound. They're going to bring it up court. Kick it over to Finney. Finney going to drive on the left side. Back overplayed by Lyons. Tries to steal it away from Joe Mulaney. He's up top. Here goes Nathan Inney. Down low to Sayer. Trying to back in Chase Rollins. Skip back over to the left side. Still 10 on the shot clock. There's a backdoor cut. Lay it up and in. Romo Finney. Little backdoor cut. Layup from the right side. Oak Ridge has the first 2 points of the game. There's Baregi on a floater. Rolled around and in. Rolled around the rim, at least one full rotation. On Baregi's opening two, we've tied the game at 2. And there's a steal by Baregi. On the left side, drive. Oh, and he went up underneath, and we got a whistle. It'll be a foul. He was on the left side. That foul's going to be on Preston McHenry. That's his first. He created the contact because he was on the left side, but McHenry was right on him. Baregi misses the first free throw. He did a good job of going up underneath and then tried to do the reverse on the right side and got fouled. See if Folsom can net the free throw and set up their press. There's Baregi. He's got all three. 3-2 Folsom. Not much of a press. Oak Ridge able to just walk it right up. Coach Wall doesn't look too happy with that. Mulaney up high. Picks up his dribble. Guarded by L.J. Bridges. Folsom denying. The right side down the lane. There's a tip, no good. Miss, no good. Loose ball. It's run down by Finney again. McHenry drive with the left. Score it. Preston McKinney. Oak Ridge had about 3 different opportunities right there. 4-3 Trojans. Chase Rollins picks up his dribble. Coach Wall wants him to run some motion to move the ball. Up top to Chase Rollins. He's going to go on the right side. He's going to drive, scoop, score. Chase Rollins. As Chase Rollins goes, so does the Folsom offense. Many times he's a top scorer, but then later in games he creates a lot of tension or a lot of attention, and then he's great at passing to his teammates. And really is quite. There's Sayer inside, forced it up, no good. They're going to call that ball out of bounds. They're going to give it to Folsom. Sayer was on the left side, and he tried to lean in and shoot it with his right. The ball was knocked away, but then as it went out of bounds. Scotty Nardinelli, first substitution in off the Folsom bench, coming in for L.J. Bridges. There's Nardinelli on the right side. Chase with a fadeaway. That's a tough shot. Ryder Lyons up over to get the rebound, and then the ball's stolen away from him, but we got a whistle. That foul's on Nathan Inney. Ryder Lyons was screened out. He just jumped up over the Oak Ridge player and snagged the rebound. Folsom gets the ball, and they got a new shot clock. There's Jovan Dulé. He's going to drive on the left side. Left-hander, no good. Ryder with another rebound. So scrum for the ball. They don't call anything. And they're going to call out of bounds on Oak Ridge. It could have easily been a jump ball. Caleb Edwards, the normal starter, the big man. He's only a junior at 6'6". Into the game now for Oak Ridge, and he's guarding Jovan Dulé. Jovan's job will be to try to keep Edwards out of the paint and away from how it corrects the drive. There's Ryder with the running left-hander, Ryder Lyons. People try to tell me he's a football player, but he makes some nice basketball moves. That's a beautiful running left-handed layup. There's Nardinelli starting up top. There goes Sayer. Going to push off, drive the lane, no good. He wants a foul. He created a lot of the contact. Beregi, push it ahead. Nardinelli, baseline drift. Rollins is going to bring it into the lane. Pick up his dribble. There goes Ryder again. Kick it out to Jovan Dulay for three. Jovan Dulay. That's good offense right there. They got into the lane, drew the defense, and kicked it out to the open three. Folsom suddenly up 10-4. Oak is still having trouble scoring. There's the ball to Edwards. Ryder Lyons is on him. See if they try to get that ball down to Edwards down low. Folsom switching up top. There's Finney being guarded by Beregi. High pick and roll. Finney open from 15. No good. Dulay with the rebound. Push it ahead to Chase. Euro step in the lane. Oh, they're going to get an offensive foul. Looked like he had somebody on the left side there. Well, they're going to get that on Chase. That's the first foul on Folsom.
Good job, Chase!
Beregi out of the game and Kaiser Bowen in off the bench for Mike Wall. Sayer bringing it up, toggling with McHenry. Get the ball across half court. Here's Sayer going to go on Jovan Dulay. Oh, my. Got a reach-in foul there, a little bit of a bump. The two Oak Ridge players ran into each other, created a lot of contact, a lot of congestion. Those four players were all within one foot of each other on the court after the failed pick and roll. Oak Ridge ball to bring it in. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Folsom up 10-4. There's Spinney. Kick it to Sayer. He's going to drive the lefty, pull up. No good. Didn't even hit the rim. Chase Rollins has it. Going to push. Give it to Dulay. Sizes up the three, and we got a hit from behind from Sayer. Got beat on the dribble, tried to poke it away from behind, and they got him on a foul. Fourth team foul on Oak Ridge. Every foul the rest of the way, Folsom will be shooting 2 free throws. We're going to go baseline out of bounds. Nardinelli to bring it in for the Bulldogs. There's Rollins, going to drive, running, goes down, no call. Edwards scoops the rebound. Push it ahead. There's Sayer in the corner, guarded by Dulay. To Edwards, back to Sayer. Over to Finney, guarded by Nardinelli. Oak Ridge struggling a little bit. That could have been another foul on Ryder Lyons. He tried to deny the pass to Edwards. Oak Ridge looks a little lost with this pressure. There's a steal by Ryder. Oh, he knocked away. Edwards gets it back. Oh, behind the back. Goes out of control. And Jovan Dulay with the rebound. What a move by the big man, but he couldn't finish. He missed the layup. Oh! And we have a technical foul, too. So we got 4 free throws. So that foul was on Nathan Inney, which was his second. And then the referee just assessed him a technical. So he has 3 personal fouls now with still 2 minutes to go in the quarter. So that's going to be a little bit of a blow. The referees are talking it over. But in reality, it should be 4 free throws for Folsom right now. I think who went down? Jovan Dulay? So Jovan is going to shoot the first 2. More than likely, he's going to shoot the technical, too, because in previous games, he has shot the technical, one of the better free throw shooters. I know there's an old coaching philosophy that says if you have somebody who's familiar and feels confident and they've shot a free throw and a foul, just have them stay up there and shoot. So we could see 4 straight free throws from Jovan Dulay here once we get things sorted out. A little bit of a huddle. Oak Ridge asking for clarification. Seems like a lot of debate for what seemed to be a pretty obvious call. I have no idea what was said to cause the technical. Annie was walking away. They gave him the single. Coach Wall said, yeah, shoot 4. So here goes Jovan. He already has a 3 in the game. First one is good.
I think he wants Chase to shoot the tank.
Oh. Jovan's second one is perfect. are going to let Jovan shoot the technical. So there's the personal. He made 2. He just made his 3rd one. He's 3 for 3. And he's going for the Quattro. The Oak Ridge student section doesn't know what's going on. They're complaining. And to add insult to injury, it'll now be Folsom ball after the technical. So 14-4. This could be a hill that's tough to climb out of if you're Oak Ridge. You're having trouble scoring. But 2:08 to go in the quarter. 14-4. Folsom already with the 10-point lead. Looks like that could be a little bit of a zone. There's Bowen. Kick it to Delay. Oh, in and out, no good. Scotty Nardinelli with the rebound. Oh, and he went down on the ground. They're going to call it travel. While he had the rebound, there was contact, and he went down. And because they said he had possession and then went down to the ground onto his knee, that's a travel. So turnover. Jovan had a chance for a personal 7-point possession right there as he tried to stoke the 3 after just making 4 free throws. He does have 7 in the game already. Oak Ridge ball down 10. There's Gavin Honing is in the game. Up top to Mulaney, who's back in the game for the Trojans. Honing. Over to number 4. That's Shaw is in the game too. And then there's steal by Chase on a pass. There's a reach in the backcourt. No call. They're going to still push. Chase underneath. Nardinelli. Oh, he blew the chippy. He was fading away as they hit him on the right side. He put up with his left hand and the ball bounced out. Here's Shaw is going to drive. Help. He's trapped. Baseline. Tries to throw it out of bounds off of Bowen's leg. You know you're in trouble when your best play in the possession is to throw the ball off the opponent's leg just to retain possession. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 1:05 in the game, or in the quarter. Oak Ridge really struggling on offense right now. We'll see if I give them the announcer's jinx and they score here. Oh, there's a reach-through foul. Sayer, the drop step, tried to get through, and I think we're going to get a foul on... That's going to be on Ryder Lyons. That's only his first. Sayer at the line. First one's in and out. Oak Ridge had all 4 of their players behind the arc for the first free throw. And then now they're going to go ahead and have Edwards and Mulaney get into the lane. Coach Wall going onto the bench. Mason Brawley, number 22, into the game. Second free throw is good by Sayer. Got a substitution. Sayer's going to come out. And Preston McHenry back in the game. Nathan Ennie may be sitting for a while with his 3 fouls only in the first quarter. We'll have to see what they do. There's Brawley down low. Backdoor cut. That's Jack Shull is in the game. An instant offense. He scores a hoop. It's a well-run play by Folsom right there. Score of the basket. The foul is on Shaw, his first. Jack Shull in the scorebook trying to go for the old-fashioned 3-point play. 16-5. Folsom free throw makes it 17-5. 43 seconds to go in the quarter. Folsom's still going to go full court pressure. Now we have Connor Sullivan into the game to try to bring it up on Nardinelli. Oak is starting their offense very high out near half court. Folsom has pushed them out effectively. There's Honing going to drive. Give it to Edwards, top of the key. Looking to hand it off. There's Honing. They got to switch. He's going to go. He's going to lose the ball. They got to see if Folsom holds for one or they go. There's Chase. Rollins going to drive. Euro step. And he got a foul. Pushed it ahead. They could have held it for one, but they had the opportunity, so he went for it. And that foul is going to be on Caleb Edwards. From a Folsom perspective, that's a pretty good trade-off. Edwards was in foul trouble the first time these teams played a few weeks ago, and that really impacted the Oak Ridge defense, and to some degree their offense as well, too. Chase Rollins makes the first, and he nets the second. Folsom has 8 made free throws in the quarter. 19-5, 10 seconds to go. Folsom full court pressure. Oak Ridge trying to get it in. Tariq Lofton in the game, tries to overplay. They push it ahead to Edwards. Going to go inside. Oh! Tried to tie him up, but it looks like we got a whistle. We'll see if it's a foul. A little huddle by the referees. Yeah, it is on Kaiser Bowen. His first. The press broke down. They tried to steal the inbound, and then they threw a long lead pass to Caleb Edwards. No good. First free throw by Edwards. Long. That was a good shooting touch. He's more valuable on the defensive end, but he's just so big and strong. Back rim, no good. Shaw with the rebound. Bowen looked to push. Got to get it off. He's in the corner. Pump fake. Oh, he almost hit the 3. He pump faked to wait for the Oak Ridge player to fly by, and he almost drained the 3 at the quarter. All right, we've played 1 quarter, 8 full minutes here in Oak Ridge. We're going to take a quick break. Our score at the end of the first quarter, Folsom 19, Oak Ridge 5. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here at Oak Ridge High School in El Dorado Hills. About to start the second quarter. On the alternate possession, it's going to be Folsom's ball. There's Shaw. He's going to drive, and we're going to get a travel. Tried to do a jump stop, and his right foot gave out. Does that mean was there a jump ball after that, or did they? I think they gave him a violation, so then it was our ball plus the first possession. Yeah, man, that's rough. I was just asking my trusty spotter, Mr. Patrick Chen here, and it looked like they gave the opening possession was held by Mulaney, and there's a turnover on the press right in front of the Oak Ridge bench, and Folsom's going to get it on the baseline. Oak Ridge struggling right now just to do basic stuff, get the ball in. So the opening tip was grabbed by Mulaney, but they called a violation. So somehow Folsom got the ball, but then they got the ball on the alternate possession. It was like a double penalty almost. It's kind of crazy. There's Brawley down low with a right-handed jump hook. Mason Brawley on the inbound. It's 21-5. There's Oak Ridge, a long pass ahead, saved underneath, a little bit of a scrum. They ran it down. He's in the lane, kick it back out. There's McHenry. They recover. There's Mulaney. Going to drive to the right, trying to back down Tariq Lofton. Oh, got a whistle. Pump fake. Jack Shaw was on the help side D. And that is going to be on Jack Shaw. That's his first. It's going to send Joe Mulaney to the line. His first free throw is good. It's a little bit of a rally when Oak Ridge scores at the pace that they are. When you finish the quarter with only 5 points, and he misses the second free throw. Tariq Lofton gets it. He's going to push it up court quickly. Gets it over to Bowen. We're going to go Bowen, Lofton, Shull, Nardinelli, and Brawley. That's five reserves right now. No starters on the floor for Folsom. There's Kaiser, the left wing. Give it off to Jack Shull. He's a good three-point shooter. Turns it down. We're inside of 10 on the shot clock. There's Bowen. He's going to turn. Got bumped. And Lofton gets the rebound, and he dishes it to Brawley. A nice little no-look feed by Tariq Lofton. Brawley has 4 points. There's the press. Push it ahead, McHenry. They break the press. The Folsom student section is making their presence known. They're enjoying the 17-point lead that the Bulldogs have. There's a kick to Mulaney. There's a long three. That's Connor Sullivan in the game. He snuck in. He made a three. Made his presence known. There's a bit of a rally. There's a three by Jack Shull. No good. Rebound Mulaney. Good pass by Nardinelli across the key into the corner. Shull couldn't make the three. 23-9. There goes Sullivan. There you go. And he turned it over. Shull with the steal. Gets it to Bowen. Push it ahead to Lofton. Oak Ridge got 3 people back, but Lofton's going to go. Give it to Nardinelli. Back out to Shull. They're going to set up. Brawley up top. Lofton on the left wing. Not a lot of dribble. Ball just being passed. Still 15 on the shot clock. There's Shull down underneath with the left-handed reverse. Caught it on the right side. Pump faked. Looked like a mic and drill layup right there. So Jack Shull now has 5 in the game. 25-9. Folsom. Mulaney with 3. No good. Back rim. Jack Shull rebound. Behind the back. Push it ahead to Nardinelli. Back to Shull. Thought about the 3. Gets it again. Now he's going to drive. Euro step. Throw it. No good. Loose ball. Rebound. Jack Shull is down and looks hurt. He may have got one in the old midsection. He did. He is. Coach Wall's wondering how in the world that's not a foul. All right, mass substitutions coming in. Folsom's going to go almost a whole brand new 5. I think they did just go full 5. They're going to go back to their starters. It's a full starting 5. Lyons, Baregi, Chase Rollins, LJ Bridges, and Jovan Dulay. Ryder Lyons is on Edwards, the big man for Oak Ridge. There's Spinney. There's Connor Sullivan again. Good! They found some offense on the bench, and Connor Sullivan. He's listed at 5'9". He clearly looks to be the shortest player on the court, but he's got 6 points all here in the second quarter. A mini rally for Oak Ridge. 25-12. If you're Oak Ridge, you're like, things have gone so horrible. We're only down. There's Caleb Edwards with a swat. Chase Rollins beat his man. It was on the right side. He tried to do one of his left-handed layups. And Edwards sent it off the wall. Still 13 on the shot clock, and Folsom will get to bring it in. See if they can get it in. Inside to LJ Bridges. And they're going to call him on the baseline. He was on the right side. Just tried to do the exact same move that Jack Shull had just done. Pump fake and then go up underneath and do the left-handed reverse layup. If you're Oak Ridge right now, as bad as things have been, I mean, you'll take a 13-point deficit because that seems manageable. Baregi is on Sullivan. They got to deny him because he's feeling it with 2 straight threes. There's a 3 by McHenry. No good. Edwards looked like he could have been over the back. Was tipped out. Oak Ridge gets another possession. Here's Sullivan. High pick and roll. Gives it over to McHenry. He drives with the left. Throw it up. No good. Good screen out by Ryder Lyons. Chase Rollins is going to push it ahead. And his pass is stolen. He tried to push it ahead. And now we got a pass that actually is going to benefit Folsom. It's on Jovan Dulay. Second foul on Dulay. After the steal, Chase threw away. both Oak Ridge had to break. And so Jovan either ran into or pushed a player down. He went down and like stopped the play. But it looked like it was going to be a breakaway for Oak Ridge. All right, here's Finney with the ball. I'm sorry, Finney. Up top to McHenry. He's going to shoot a three. Good! Had plenty of time. Preston McHenry. Oak Ridge has come alive. They've got 3 threes in the quarter. Timeout, Folsom. We're going to do a 30-second. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Our score, Folsom 25, Oak Ridge 15.
The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to...
All right, we're back after the quick 30-second timeout by Folsom. It's 10-6 in the quarter. Oak Ridge has 3 threes, 2 from Connor Sullivan and 1 from Preston McHenry, and then a free throw by Joe Mullaney. So after being down by 14 going into the quarter, they've cut the lead to 10. And they got a little bit of momentum in the crowd on their side. Ryder Lions right by him, lay it up and in on the right side. Had the ball in the wing, fake. This is where I give the obvious, he's pretty good at ball fakes. So it's a 12-point game now with Folsom in the lead. There goes Sayer drives. Dylan Sayer cuts it back to 10. 27-17, 2:45 to go in the quarter. LJ Bridges for 3 is short. Rebound McHenry. Looked up his dribble, looks, gets it to Sullivan. Over to Finney. Back to McHenry, going to try to go. A little bit of a push. Tried to create some space. There's Sayer again with the left. No good. Edwards at the rebound. Put it back in. First points of the night for Caleb Edwards. He's a force on the offensive boards. They've cut it to 8. There's Lyons. Kick to Dulé for 3. Good! Jovan Dulé. And there's the value of having a big who can shoot a 3. They don't go out and get up on him. He will stroke that with regularity. Back to an 11-point lead for Folsom. Connor Sullivan harassed by Beregi, number 3 on 3. Trying to get the ball. Ryder Lyons fronting Edwards. Trying to deny the pass. He can't get the ball. He can't score. Is in the lane. Nice up and under move. Romo Finney. Oak Ridge going to the basket. Very strong. Dulé for 3 again. Back rim, no good. Edwards flew at him to try to contest the shot. Here's Edwards. Lob. Oh! Edwards misses. Beregi gets the rebound. They threw a lob and Sayer missed it. He tried to dunk it. LJ Bridges for 3. No good. Rebound Dulé. Offensive board, and he's fouled. A turn of events there. Oak Ridge had an easy chance for 2, and they missed it. Preston McHenry going to get the foul, and Jovan Dulé will go to the line. We know he can shoot free throws because he's already 4 for 4 on the night. That free throw is good. Jovan already has 11. LJ Bridges out, Scotty Nardinelli back in. Couple of long threes by LJ that didn't go. A lot of rim on the second one, but it falls. Nice shooter's touch for Dulé. He doesn't have a 2-point basket tonight. He's got 2 threes and 6 free throws for 12 points total. 1:09 to go. Folsom back up by 11. There's a behind-the-back dribble. Jasper Wu on the floor gets it. Ahead to Nardinelli. Chase Rollins. Back out to Jasper. They're going to pull it back out. They're going to make that possession work. Jasper Wu just in the game. He's always a defensive stopper, instantly a loose ball, and he was on the floor to scoop it up. Chase Rollins, turn around, good. That's a tough Dirk Nowitzki looking shot by Chase Rollins on the baseline. 34-21. Here's Oak Ridge breaking the pass. Martinelli from behind can't get it. McHenry for three. Preston McHenry's got 2 threes in the quarter. 4 threes by Oak Ridge, keeping them in the game. They cut it back to 10. The shot clock is off. Ball's on the ground. They pick it up. Ryder Lions was starting to go. They didn't need to go that early. They can hold for the final shot. 10 seconds to go. Here's Chase Rollins up top on a switch. He's guarded by Edwards. He's by him. He drives. His pass is deflected and out of bounds. There's got to be time left on the shot. There's got to be time on the clock. Oak Ridge ready to go to they're going to put 1 second on the clock. The pass by Rollins was into the corner. It was deflected and knocked away. Oak Ridge tried to save it. They stepped on the baseline. So they're going to have 1 second in the far corner right in front of the Oak Ridge student section. Actually, it's going to be on the baseline. But all they're going to have time for is a catch and shoot. 1 second. They can't get 1 second on the clock. A little bit of a delay here while we try to figure that out. 0.6. Wait, they just changed it to 0.6. The three is no good. The referee clearly asked for 1 second, and they put 0.6 on the scoreboard, but then they put the ball in play like, close enough. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we've played a half here. We're going to take a quick break, come back with some halftime totals in a little bit, but we'll give a little bit of a break for you and a break for your announcer. And we get ready for the halftime festivities, which are always quite entertaining when you're here at Oak Ridge. All right, our score at half. Folsom with a 10-point lead, leading Oak Ridge 34-24. We'll be back after a few minute break.
Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time, providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mic. The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered. Broadcasters out there, download Game Mic today and let your voice be heard. What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic. Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mic. The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered. Broadcasters out there, download Game Mic today and let your voice be heard. What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic. Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mic. The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be...
All right, we're back at Oak Ridge. The halftime festivities are real. They have the principal of Folsom High. I don't know who he's going against. He did a free throw shooting contest, and Howard, the Folsom principal, the only time that the mark in a minute of 13 free throws. I don't know that this is going to happen. Oh, that looks crazy. He doesn't have a very repeatable shot in the Folsom crowd. This will be the biggest cheer of the night. All right. The festivities are getting loud. It's probably the only time in the history of Folsom High School where when your principal's first name is Howard, the students section can chant, "Let's go Howie," and it's okay. This is not looking good for Oak Ridge. What's Howard's last name? All right, that's well done. Folsom's going to be very happy when this. Sponsored by Chick-fil-A, the free throw shooting contest was a huge success. Howard Caden had 13 made free throws. The student section is loving it. I will say, in all fairness, they had a food bank challenge for how much you could give it away to donate to a food bank through participation at Chick-fil-A, and Oak Ridge did win that. Their contribution will be higher. So it's a great rivalry here where there's always something to be competing with your neighbor from up the hill or down the hill. All right, our score at halftime. They've stopped the clock on the warm-ups because now the dance team is out doing their routine. The music quality is not very good. I don't know how you can even hear if you're the.
This reminds me of Robbie Cole right here.
Folsom team's coming back out, getting ready to warm up. They've stopped the clock with 2:19 to go in the halftime. While we have a quick chance, I'll try to shout over the music. Our score is 34-24. Folsom in the lead. First for the Oak Ridge Trojans. Our halftime statistics, just points and fouls at this point. Romo Finney had 4. Connor Sullivan with 2 threes off the bench in the second quarter had 6. Nathan Inney did not score, and he has 3 personal fouls, including the technical. Joe Mullaney had 1 free throw. Preston McHenry also hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he has 8. He leads Oak Ridge with 8. Dylan Sayer has 3, and the big man, Caleb Edwards, has 2. And he's got a bucket late in the second quarter. So that's the 24 points for Oak Ridge. For Folsom, Ryder Lyons had 4. Never really shoots too much on the outside. I have seen him take a 3 and make it when teams dare him to shoot. But he had 4. He only has 1 personal foul, which is important because of his defense. Ethan Baregi, the senior point guard, had 3. Chase Rollins has 6 with 1 personal foul. Kaiser Bowen did not score. Jack Schill has 5. Mason Brawley, in a very short stint in the second quarter, got 2 baskets within 3 or 4 trips down the court. So Mason Brawley has 4. And then Jovan Dulay leads Folsom with 12 points. He does have 2 fouls. Got 2 threes, 1 in each of the quarters, and 6 made free throws. I do believe he's 6 for 6 from the line. So that's the 34 points for Folsom. All right, 34-24, Folsom by 10. This will be a little bit different scenario than the last time they played when they came out and they were down by 4 at halftime. They only scored 25 points in the half last meeting against Oak Ridge, and then they just erupted, and Chase Rollins went off in the third quarter. They scored 28 in the third and 21 in the fourth for 49 second-half points. And Rollins finished the game with 27, including 23 of those points in the second half. I don't know that we can expect Chase to get 23 points in the second half tonight, but I will say this. Usually the offense picks up a little bit more in the second half when they get into the flow of the game. So we'll see if that's the case tonight. All right, the clock is now running. We're back down to 1:25 to go. Folsom getting some shots up. They'll be going right to left this time, headed towards in front of their bench. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to start the second half. We'll lead with Folsom with a 10-point lead, and we'll get ready to start after this quick break. All right, the referees are back out. We are ready to start the second half. Alternate possession is going to be Oak Ridge ball. Going to wait for LJ Bridges to get his shirt tucked in. So the referee's going to make a point of that. 34-24, Folsom by 10. Oak Ridge have the first possession. They're going to go left to right towards their home bench. Looks to be the same. We got different starters because Caleb Edwards is starting in the game. There's a pass inside. Deflected, but out of bounds. It's going to be off Oak Ridge. First pass, they tried to get the ball to Edwards, and it's a turnover. They're going to go Edwards, McHenry, Sayer. Nathan Inney is back, and Romo Finney. That's the 5 for Oak Ridge. There's Jovan Dulé for 3. No good. From the corner. He's being guarded by Edwards, and when he drifts out to the corner, if Edwards doesn't go with him, Edwards tried to help on defense and protect the basket. Folsom's going to have their same starting lineup. They got LJ Bridges, Baregi, Chase Rollins, Ryder Lyons. It goes for a steal. There's Edwards down the lane. He missed the right-handed layup. Edward, that's LJ Bridges. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. He was surrounded by three Oak Ridge defenders. They did get a jump since Oak Ridge just got it to start the quarter. The alternate possession goes to Folsom. There's Baregi to Bridges, over to Rollins. High pick and roll with Ryder Lyons. He rolls down the lane, pass deflected. Rollins turnover. Give it to Edwards. Over there's McHenry. No good. Long rebound in the corner. Jovan Dulé runs it down but gets it to Baregi. Here's LJ Bridges. A little bit of a stutter step. Got nowhere to go. Up in the air. Took him out. Sayer drive. Layup. Breakaway. Dylan Sayer with the first points of the second half. Oak Ridge just cut the lead to 8. And there's a travel. They threw the ball up top to Dulé. He kind of walked into what could have been a 3, but he was going to pass it, and they're going to get a travel. Turnover, unforced turnover by the Bulldogs. LJ Bridges had a great game on Wednesday night. Had 15 points, shot the ball really well. Tonight he's struggling a bit. Coach Wallace brought Jack Shull into the game, the first person off his bench in the second half. He's guarding Finney. Ball goes to Sayer on the right baseline, trying to back down Dulé. Up over him, rattles in. Dylan Sayer, he only had 3 points at the half. He's got 4 already in the quarter. The lead's been cut to 6. Folsom yet to score in the second half. Baregi on the left side, up top to Chase Rollins. Going to drive in the lane, picks up the ball. There's Jack Shull for 3. Oh, it spins out. That's a tough one. That was halfway down. No good. Here's Oak Ridge with a chance to cut it to 4 or less on a possession. Nathan Ennie with it. Didn't get much time in the first half because of the 3 fouls. There's a pass into Edwards, and they're going to get the foul on Ryder Lyons. He's doing his best to try to deny Edwards to get the ball. But on some level, I love the assertiveness and aggression, but I don't like to see one of your most valuable defenders get a foul 20 feet away from the basket. Inside to Edwards from 3. He missed it. In and out. Ball's tip. Comes to Lyons. Going to dribble. Bring it all the way up. Takes it down. Gives it to Shaw. There's Dulé. Inside to Lyons. Jovan Dulé had a chance for a 3, but he thought he saw Lyons. Little extra talking. The referee going to get in between them and say, "We don't need to be have any extra talking." I will say, in all the games I've watched this year, the attempts to get under Ryder Lyons' skin are not going to work. I don't know why you'd poke the bear at this point. There's inside the Lions, knocked away by Edwards. He's going to go baseline. His pass is broken up and stolen. Edwards throws it ahead to Sayer. Jump! Two-handed flush. Dylan Sayer, the Oak Ridge crowd is going crazy. Timeout Folsom. Oak Ridge is back in it. The senior night crowd is loving it. The turnover on the baseline. Edwards threw a two-handed chest pass, 3/4 of the length to Dylan Sayer, who gathered and flushed it with 2 hands to cut the lead 34-30. It is a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Folsom's lead has shrunk to 4, 34-30. We'll be right back after this short break.
The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered. Broadcasters out there, download Game Mic today and let your voice be heard.
All right, we're back. This game has gotten significantly closer. Folsom had a 14-point lead at the end of the first quarter. This is the closest that Oak Ridge has been since probably 8-4. It's 34-30. Off the inbound. There's Chase up. Oh, and he is just hammered in the head. And Nathan Ennie is going to question that call. And that's his 4th personal. He tried to block the shot, and he got ball, but he went right through the ball and hit Chase right in the face. So Chase Rollins is going to shoot 2. First one is good. So Ennie's going to come out. Hasn't got very many minutes. Joe Mullaney back in. We got Rollins' second free throw is short. Edwards grabs the rebound. 35-30. Folsom's on the scoreboard. That's the only point they have in the quarter so far. Here goes Romo Finney. Hand it to Mullaney. They're looking for Edwards. Ryder's trying to front him. Lob pass is there. The weak side defense was late coming. Caleb Edwards scored the bucket. He's got 4. Oak Ridge really trying to get the ball inside. It's a 3-point game. Folsom's only up 35-32. Chase Rollins drives, step back, fade away, good. The mid-range game by Chase Rollins looks good. Push it ahead to Edwards. He's going to drive, and they're going to get a foul. That's more than likely going to be number 3 on Ryder Lyons. Yep, that foul is on Lyons, and that's going to be his 3rd. I imagine he's going to be coming out of the game right now. Caleb Edwards to go to the line. First free throw is good. He only has 2 points, but he makes a difference on defense. Ryder did bump him that time. It was an athletic move by Edwards as he leaned in from the left side with the right hand and created the contact. Second free throw, no good. Mason Brawley in the game gets the rebound. Tariq Lofton in for Folsom 2. Chase is going to drive. Brawley back out to Rollins. Rollins drive. Score the basket and a foul. The ball hung on the rim and rolled around. It took a while to see what the final outcome was going to be. That's Joe Mulaney with the foul. It's first. And here goes Chase Rollins. He loves the third quarter against Oak Ridge. Free throw, short. Bowen with the rebound. Nice move. Gives it to Rollins. Mason Brawley for three. No good. Good chance they got an extra possession on the rebound by Kaiser Bowen. 39-33. Folsom by 6. Tariq Lofton harassing McHenry up top. There's McHenry on the baseline. They're still trying to get it. Brawley, and he's going to deflect it and a steal. It's good. He fronted him. They're forcing the ball into Edwards. There's Chase going to throw it inside to Brawley. Up with the right hand. Score it! Mason Brawley playing with some confidence. Got a defensive steal, tip away. And there's a cross-court pass stolen. Jack Scholl. So Chase laying up and in. He's fouled. The press working wonders for Folsom. Rollins finished it. Score the basket. The foul's going to be on Joe Mulaney again. Actually, I think they got that on Preston McHenry. Either way, Chase's free throw is good. He's got the old-fashioned. He's got 8 in the quarter. Last time we played, he scored 17 in the third quarter. Folsom's pressure. Get the ball into the middle. They break the half-court press. It was just a 3-point game. Folsom's gone on an 8-0 run. They're up 11 now, 44-33. Finney using his off arm to try to clear Lofton all over him. There's Mulaney. Picked up his dribble. Back out to Finney. We're inside 10 on the shot clock. They got to go. Sayer, left hand, no good. Loose ball. It's going to go to Chase Rollins. Bumped all the way out. Going to drive. Ian Dog, you're going to step up and shoot a three. Good! Chase Rollins. Have a third quarter. If Chase Rollins could play the third quarter against Oak Ridge all the time, he'd be a high school All-American. He's going off again. All right, we're going to take that's a full timeout by Oak Ridge. We're going to take a break right here. The lead is swelled to 14, 47-33. We'll be right back after this short break.
Okay, so it's like a 9-0 run then, and then like a 14 run.
Thank you for tuning in to this live audio broadcast. If you paid to listen to this event or you plan to, we know our broadcasters greatly appreciate that. It may pay for some gas, a hot dog at halftime, and just for their time, providing a great service for those who cannot attend or watch. We're nothing without our broadcasters. So thank you from all of us at Game Mike. The fall season is here.
All right, we're back. It's an 11-0 run by the Bulldogs to take a 14-point lead, 47-33. The full court pressure is still on. They're relentless. There's a long pass that's going to be thrown away. Brawley tries to throw it off the Oak Ridge player, and it goes to Chase Rollins. He's going to shoot a three. No good. That was deep. Rebound by Shaw. He's blocked. Push it ahead to Edwards. Going to drive. Euro step. Oh. Chase Rollins thought he stripped the ball from Edwards. In fairness, the referee was behind the play. He was a little bit late. It could have been clean, but he couldn't see it. only the second foul on Chase Rollins. Free throw is no good. As we used to say on the bench in Folsom, what would you say right now? Ball don't lie. Edwards ready to shoot the second. Good. Folsom crowd was yelling for him to stick to football, but he probably will. He's very, very good at football as a national recruit as a tight end. Multiple scholarship offers. Chase Rollins has trouble. They're going to try to get the motion going. There's Shaw to Lofton. Over to Mason Brawley, who's given Folsom some good minutes off the bench. Oh, and I just say that, and he had a turnover. He tried to get the ball to Lofton. It's Connor Sullivan. Sullivan on the scoop and score. His first non-3 of the night. There's Bowen. Pump fake. Score the basket, and he's fouled. That's a nice move by Kaiser Bowen. He was in the lane. Who was that foul on? Did you see? I didn't catch who that foul was on. But either way, Kaiser Bowen at the line, and the free throw is no good. This is his opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. There's a backcourt pressure. They're going to have trouble. They're going to try to get it across. Sullivan, he's not all the way over. 10-second count. There's a violation, and the press has worked again for Folsom. Folsom bench was up, reminding him that when the shot clock gets to 25, we may not be good at math, but that's 10 seconds. They hadn't gotten it across yet. All right, we got Bowen, Lofton, Brawley, Nardinelli, and Jack Shaw. Again, 5 non-starters. Folsom doing well. Lofton gets his pocket pick. Here goes Sullivan. Looking inside. Finney, no good. He threw a lob. He stopped on the steal. That's going to be on Nardinelli. Romo Finney to the line. Free throw is no good. Keegan Ladinas in. I've been inappropriately calling him Landis all year, but I was corrected, rightfully so, by his family. It's Ladinas. So Keegan Ladinas in as a substitution. Second free throw by Finney is good. His first points in the second half. Senior guard has 5. Oak Ridge will press a little bit with Ladinas and Bowen bringing it up. Inside the final minute of the third quarter. 12-point lead for Folsom. There's Nardinelli cutting in the lane. Kick it to Keegan. He's going to drive. Kick it back out. Brawley will shoot a 3. No good. Long rebound comes to Ladinas, and he's going to get hacked in the lane. That's going to be free throws. He wasn't shooting. It's on the floor, but we're in the bonus. That foul's going to be on Tanae Shaw. Keegan Ladinas free throw good. He's only a sophomore at 5'10". First action of the night. After Lofton had trouble starting the offense last trip down, Keegan makes both free throws. Back to a 14-point lead. Here's the run and jump. Throw the ball across half court. Nardinelli up on Sayer. They're going to double. There's a long lead pass, and Brawley hits it. It's saved. Oh, it's going to be. Brawley did a good job to get there and deflect the ball, and then it hit an Oak Ridge player. It was going to go out of bounds, but it was saved in the corner. 19 point. The shot clock is off. 19.8 in the quarter. Oak Ridge does not. They can hold it for 1 if they want to. Here's Sayer. He's not going to wait. He drives. It's blocked from behind by Bowen. got beat. Sayer's a lefty, went on the right side, and as he put the ball out in front of him, Bowen knocked it away. We go baseline, there's a lob to Sayer. Gonna look for Edwards, he's trying to post. Shaw has it, can't get it to him. Inside of 10, there's Edwards. Sayer gonna step back, off balance three, short, no good, rebound Folsom, and that's the quarter. After making it very interesting at 36-33 with all the momentum in the building towards the Trojans, Folsom responded with some defense and some quick scores, went on an 11-0 run, and we're still at 14 points. So there's the end of the third. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for our fourth quarter right after this. All right, we're back. We're ready to start the fourth quarter. 51-37. Folsom with a 14-point lead. Oak Ridge will get the ball to start the quarter. I made a reference to Jace Rawlings having great third quarters. The last two times they played, he scored 17 when they were home to Folsom, and tonight he had 11. He's averaging 14 points a quarter just in the third quarter against Oak Ridge. That's a special quarter. Let's see. Oh, there's a double dribble. That's some good defense by Jack Shaw. Caused Shaw to, he kicked it first, and then it looked like it could have been a double dribble. He picked it back up and dribbled again. So the first possession, that's not even a shot for Oak Ridge. Keegan Ladina stayed in the game with Shaw, Nardinelli, Brawley, and Bowen. 5 reserves again. Folsom's going to go. Got a whistle. The shot clock was not running. Looked like Folsom was the one calling it out. I have not seen much of Mason Brawley, doing only the league games, and Coach Wall not going terribly deep on his bench many times, but it's easy to say this is his best league game. He's really in 6 points and a couple of defensive plays and holding his own as a 6'4" sophomore against the 6'6", highly coveted tight end, Caleb Edwards. Brawley is really holding his own. They are struggling to set the clock. Struggling would be an understatement. We're going to go 20 now. We got 20 on the shot clock. I knew we were in trouble when the referee asked for 1 second in the second quarter, and they put 0.6 on the scoreboard. And they just said, yeah, close enough. Let's go. Oh, they didn't want 20. They wanted 26. Okay, 7:30 to go in the game, the fourth quarter. 26 on the shot clock. Ball's inbounded, knocked away. Went to Brawley, got knocked away on the Connor Sullivan. He's got some quick hands. Got a couple of steals. Three substitutions coming in for Folsom. Ryder Lyons, Chase Rollins, and Jovan Dulé are back. Going to replace Brawley, Jack Shaw, and Keegan Landis. Ball's into Ryder. Over to Chase. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Folsom running their offense. That's a bump. Chase Rollins got bumped off the block. Going to drive, spin, pull up. No good. Nice looking shot. He created his own shot. He's so long with the long arms and the 6'5". A lot of times in the lane, he can get his own shot off. There's the ball inside to Edwards. Oh, he missed the 4-footer. Nardinelli was there. A little bit of bump of the chest. There goes Nardinelli. He's going to drive. Edwards had the block, but I think we got a whistle. And they're going to get a foul on Caleb Edwards. I think that's only 2 on Edwards. Nardinelli at the line. He's in the scorebook. The 6'1" sophomore. Nathan Ennie back in. He returns to the game. He's got 4 fouls. He hasn't played hardly a handful of minutes tonight because of the foul trouble. Nardinelli's second one hits the front rim, rolls around and in. He's got 2. The only points in the quarter. 53-37. It's up to 16. Here goes Sullivan breaking the press. Inside. Lay it up and in. That's Sayer again. Sayer's got 8 in the second half, 11 in the game. He's in the double figures. Folsom's going to run. There's Jovan Dulay for 3. Good! Jovan Dulay. Such a weapon to have a big who can shoot so well from the outside. Here comes the run and jump, the long pass. Inside, they throw it to Edwards. He catches it. What are they going to get? Yeah. Chase Edwards thought it was a turnover, but he touched the ball while he was out of bounds, and that's what they're going to call. That 23 can't be right on the shot clock, right? I mean, there's no way it took them 12 seconds. They just threw the ball. I don't think it's going to matter because Edwards is up. No good. Gets his rebound. Goes over the right end. Scores. He's having a rough shooting night, but he converted that one. We're going to get a timeout, Oak Ridge. Let's see what we got. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. .606 to go in the game. What was a very tight game, tightened up even more in the third quarter, spread out to a 15-point lead. We'll see how Folsom does playing with the lead. All right, just about 6 minutes to go. Folsom by 15. They're going to bring it up. Edward, Chase Rawlings, I should say, Nardinelli, Dulay, Bowen, and Ryder Lyons. There's Edwards. Guarding Dulay. Nardinelli drives baseline. We're going to get a charge. Preston McHenry in the right spot takes the charge, and that foul's on Nardinelli. Good defensive teams. You beat the first guy, and you think you're on your way to the basket. Then the help defense is there to block you to the basket. Folsom still in the full court press. Connor Sullivan handling the point guard duties right now. Nardinelli right on him. Folsom bench wants a 5. It's a lot of dribble. It's like a globetrotter. And there's Sayer going to drive. No good. Edwards over the back. Get the rebound and score. I say over the back. He was behind the Folsom player that screened him out, but he just went over and grabbed it and put it back in. Cuts it to 13. There's Dulay. Blocked by Edwards. Edwards gets it. Pushes it ahead. His arms are so long. You got to have a lot of distance to get a shot off. Inside. Edward tried to get it to Edwards. Ryder Lyons knocks it away. Caleb Edwards may do well, but he's going to know he's been guarded tonight. Inside, forced the pass, knocked away by Jovan. Dulay has it. Push it ahead. Quieted the crowd. There's Chase. Going to go Nardinelli for three. In and out. Oh, rebound by Dulé. Looked like he got hit away. Oak Ridge has it. They're going to push. Here's McHenry. Going to throw a lob inside Sayer. Over Nardinelli. Through the lob. Sayer converted. He's got 10 in the second half. A little bit of a run. 4:20 to go. It's an 11-point game. There's baseline. Kaiser Bowen into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Kicks reverse. Back over to Chase. Back down to Bowen. A little bit too strong of an entry pass. Toward the baseline. Gets away. Out of bounds. All right, Jack Shull and Ethan Baregi return. Replace Nardinelli and Kaiser Bowen. Now Baregi's going to go on Sullivan. Had that matchup in the first half. Number 3 on number 3. Just really working to get the ball all into the interior. There's McHenry. He's going to drive on the left side. Right-hand layup is good. Another timeout by Oak Ridge to stop the clock. And it's a 30, so we'll keep it here. They're done with their 30s. 3:46 to go in the game. Oak Ridge on a little bit of a run. They've cut it inside of double digits. 56-47. It's a 9-point lead. Who got that basket? Who got that 15? Henry. So first points by Preston McHenry. He had 8 at half, and he has 10 now. He's also in double figures in the scoring column. Fouls are not going to be an issue. We've played over 4 minutes of the quarter. Of course, I say that now. We'll see what happens. But either team only has one. Both teams only have one team foul. You're not going to shoot free throws until you get to 5 team fouls. Here goes Folsom. No backcourt pressure by Oak Ridge. They're set up in their half-court D. The clock is Folsom's friend. Let's see if they can use a little bit of it before they get a good shot. Dulé on top. He's guarded by Edwards. When he drifts out, sometimes Edwards doesn't go with him. There he is in the corner. They hit to draw Edwards out. Shull on top to Dulé again. Over to Chase Rollins. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Still got to go. Chase going to shoot a very long 3. No good. Leiter Lyons fights for the rebound. Tips it. Baregi for 3. Good! Ethan Baregi. He had time. He measured it in the corner right in front of the bench. Back to a 12-point lead. There's Jack Shull. They're pointing out the inbound pass was tipped away, but they'd already burned 3 seconds on the shot clock. There's Sullivan trying to split the defenders, and we're going to get a foul on Folsom in the backcourt. They're going to call it on Jovan. That's his 3rd. You never really like to see your big man get a foul so far away from the hoop, but he was on the double team. Coach Wall, doesn't matter the time or score. He's going to let the referee know when he doesn't agree with something. Looks like Folsom, a little bit of a matchup zone. There's Sayer. Lob inside to Edwards. Score the basket. It's a good play by Sayer to get it to Edwards. Edwards got 6 in the quarter. They're going to go back to Mason Brawley. He gets up to come into the game. Just his height alone will hopefully make those passes a little bit harder from a Folsom perspective. 2:22 to go in the game. Up top, Folsom burning some clock. It's the corner is Chase. Chase going to drive. Floater, no good. Ryder Lyons there with a putback. Ball didn't hit the rim. It looked like a pass off the backboard practically. There's McHenry. Tripped up. He and Jack Shull both go down. Get the ball in. They're double teaming Edwards, and they're still trying to force it into him. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 1:57 to go. The lead is now 12. Mason Brawley into the game. He's going to be with with Ryder Lyons. So Ryder Lyons is going to be on Caleb Edwards. Brawley's going to be on Sayer. Their other big, well, actually, they're in a little bit of the matchup zone. There's a deflection. They forced it in. He can get it. Get it ahead. Jovan Dulay. The ball was tipped as Lyons tried to push it ahead. Timeout, Folsom. 30-second timeout. All right, we're keeping it here. Folsom's last 30-second timeout. They only have Bulls left. Here's our situation. 27 on the shot clock, 1:39 on the game clock. Barring some sort of a meltdown, you would think Folsom has this one in the bag, but, you know, stranger things have happened. And you do have to take care of the ball. $1:39 to go in the game. Folsom up 12, 61-49. Oak Ridge has cut into the lead. They've outscored them 12-10 in the quarter. Right now, the clock is the biggest friend of Folsom. Baseline out of bounds to bring it in. Up top to Dulay. Edwards is guarding Brawley. There's Dulay. They're fouling him, and I don't know why they didn't foul him immediately. Yeah, so that foul is going to be on Preston McHenry, and that's his fourth. I would also think that's not the time to commit a foul like that. But their whole point, if they need to put him on the line, they got to foul 3 more times just to have Folsom shoot free throws. They're going to push it ahead into the backcourt on the inbound to Chase Rollins. But now they're not fouling. There's Chase. Folsom playing a little bit of keep away, and we got to travel. Threw it to Jack Shull. He was about to throw the pass, and he drug his pivot foot. So there's a turnover. All right, we're going to get two substitutions into the game. This could be the first time I'm seeing Jason Hill into the game, number 15. Solomon Hillman in the game too, and somebody's going to get a foul as they got the ball into Sayer. Now Folsom fouling, exactly what you don't want to do, have them score with the clock stop. 24 is going to be Jovan Dulay. That's Jovan's fourth. Sayer to the line. Makes the first free throw to cut it to 11. Substitutions into the game for Oak Ridge. They already have one. That must be a substitution for Sayer if he makes the free throw. And he does. And there's the sub. You got to set up the press. Let's see if they got some pressure in the backcourt. Jovan Dulay, as always, is a safety valve. Kick it ahead to Bowen. It's trapped. Trying to foul him. Picks up the dribble. Throw it baseline. It's deflected. Coach Wall said they're fouling us, but they're not calling it. Oak Ridge got issues because they're going to have to foul quite a bit. I don't really understand the strategy here. When they fouled earlier in the shot clock, you thought, okay, they're trying to foul to put them to the line. But then they've let possessions run out where they're not fouling now. Going to go sideline out of bounds right in front of the Folsom bench. Kaiser Bowen, the junior, to inbound it. It's a 10-point lead with 54.3 to go in the game. Ball's into Dulay. Can be tied up by Sullivan. Got some quick hands there. The jump ball's going to go to Oak Ridge. Coach Wall calling out the defense. It's 2 turnovers. He's not very happy with that. Oak Ridge going to go a little offense for defense, bring in their offensive guys. $52.7 in a 10-point game. Here's Sullivan. Got to go. They got to score quick. Sayer. Give it to Edwards out top. Guarded by Hillman is in the game. Sullivan tried to force it in. Loose ball. They're going to say it's off Folsom. 38.6 to go. I would say you got to get a shot up quick. Into Edwards. Underneath. And they bumped him. That's going to be on the ground maybe, or Caleb Edwards takes the ball out. He'll think it's going back down. That foul is going to be on Solomon Hillman. He did bump him. They are going to send Edwards to the line. They're saying he was gathering to shoot. I would have bet money that was on the ground, but they didn't ask me. And Caleb Edwards. Could it be the second ball don't lie of the night? It may be, because he missed the first free throw. Solomon Edwards subbing out. A tough gig for the 6'3 sophomore to go in and have to guard Edwards. Second free throw, no good. We got a hold and a foul. And what do we have here? And go foul on Kaiser Bowen. At some point, Folsom has it in hand, but you have to ask, what in the world are they doing fouling on a rebound on a free throw? This is exactly what Oak Ridge needs, is to score with the clock stopped. Folsom is in the bonus, so Shaw is going to go to the line. Tanae Shaw knocks down the first one. Ryder Lyons coming back into the game. For Jason Hill, he just had a quick short run there. Shaw's cut it to single digits, but there's still only 34 seconds to go. Second free throw is good. He's got a good-looking left-handed stroke. And Oak Ridge is going to call timeout with the clock already stopped, and they only have one more timeout. They don't pay me to question the strategy, but I will anyway. I would set your press up right there and save your timeout for after a made basket when you could stop the clock. But as I said numerous times on my Max Prep broadcast, they're not asking me for my opinion. So anyway, it's cut it to 8. 61-53, Folsom by 8. Some of the crowd's starting to file out, as this one could be pretty much in doubt. Folsom just needs to get the ball in bounds and take care of it. Be strong with the ball. Oak Ridge still only has 3 team fouls. They're going to have to foul Folsom twice just to put him on the line for 2 shots. I would think at some point they're going to try to foul to put him on the free throw line. May go for a steal first. When you're 8 down, you're going to need more than missed free throws probably to get back into the game, especially with only 1 timeout left. Here comes the press. Into Baregi. They look to trap. Gets it to Bowen. Pushes it ahead to Chase Rollins. He's going to hold it. He's going to hold it, and he's going to get fouled. Still 1 more to go before free throws. That's Connor Sullivan. Second foul in the quarter. Still at 14 fouls. We're going to go baseline out of bounds. Shot clock is turned off. 26.6 to go in the game. Into Chase Rollins. Going to foul again. That looks like an intentional foul to me. But they're going to get Connor Sullivan, and that will finally be the bonus. Chase Rollins to the line. 24.1 to go. Chase has not scored in the 4th quarter after his electric 11-point quarter. Free throw is good. That gives him 18 for the game. Second one, pure. He's got 19. 10-point game, 24 seconds to go. Ahead to Edwards, slam dunk. I really don't know how you can get beat on the press like that, but they did, and Edwards dunked it. Folsom playing keep away. There's a long pass ahead. There's Chase. Oh! Wow. Chase Edwards, I would argue you don't need to go in. You don't need to go in. You don't need to go in for a shot right there. But Chase Rollins did go up, and Caleb Edwards let him know. That's more than a tackle in football. He laid him out pretty good. Chase is up and looks to be okay. It's just a very, very aggressive play. I'm not saying it's a flagrant foul, but it was in the NBA. They would have gone to the monitor. Let's just put it that way. They're going to sub Edwards out of the game. Could have been a little bit amped up after his dunk. He got up nicely on the long lead pass on the press. Rollins makes both free throws. $21 points for Rollins tonight. 9.7. Will we get to finish the game? Folsom pressuring in the backcourt. Here goes McHenry. He's going to step back for three. Good! Why do we stop the clock? Because they don't know what they're doing. Preston McHenry's three. Little bit of a skirmish between the Folsom players and the Oak Ridge student section. That's never good. Never good when the fans, this is what's happening in college football when they rush the court. This wasn't a rush the court for the victory, but it happened quick. All right, an unfortunate end of the game is it was not players against players. It looked like it was players against fans, which is never good. All right, regardless of the shenanigans, we have a game that is ended, and Folsom has won. 65-58. A 7-point lead as Preston McHenry drained a three at the buzzer, and the clock stopped, even though it shouldn't. And then they let the clock run. They never had to inbound the ball, and the game was over. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break while we sort through some stuff. I think they're trying to get the fans to go out in different entrances. It's a good old-fashioned rivalry, and it's too bad things come to that, but they're trying to sort it out. The coaches are fine, and Coach Wall immediately wanted his players off the court. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and give you some totals right after this. Our final here from Oak Ridge. Folsom 65, Oak Ridge 58.
The fall season is here, and Game Mic is your source for live audio. Together with MaxPreps.com, we'll be live from high school events all across the country. From the biggest football games to action on the volleyball court to flag football. We have your audio needs covered. Broadcasters out there, download Game Mic today and let your voice be heard. All right, we're back. We're going to wrap things up quickly to get on out of Dodge.
Our final score here tonight from Oak Ridge and El Dorado Hills. Folsom Bulldogs 65, the Trojans of Oak Ridge 58. A very competitive, intense game, kind of marred a little bit by an incident where started players talking to each other and then the fans from Oak Ridge. It was, in fairness, it was in front of their student section. But, I mean, nothing good can happen when the players run onto the court. I'm sorry, when the fans come onto the court. I know that's something that they're looking at in NCAA basketball as well because they storm the court. We've had instances where players have, not through any aggressiveness or anything, have just been knocked down or just, you know, kids running in celebration, knocking into other players on the opposing team. So our final, we'll give you quick totals for Folsom. Ryder Lyons had 6, Ethan Beregi 6. Chase Rollins led the way with 21 points. 15 of those were in the second half. Keegan Ladinas had 2, Kaiser Bowen 2, Jack Shull 5, Mason Brawley 6, Jovan Dulay 15, and Scotty Nordinelli chipped in with 2 free throws in the fourth quarter with 2. That's the 65 points for Folsom. Oak Ridge, real quickly, Romeo Finney had 5. Connor Sullivan had 8, kind of ignited the offense in the second quarter with 2 threes. He finished with 8. Tanae Shaw had 2 free throws for 2. Nathan Eney had a rough game tonight for the senior. He did not score, got in early foul trouble. Joe Mullaney had 1 free throw made. Preston McKinney had 5 in the fourth quarter, including a 3 at the buzzer. It may not have meant much, but it meant something to him because that had him finish with 13 points. And then Dylan Sayer had a big second half. He had 12 in the second half. He had 3 at half, so he had 15 total. He's going to be the leading scorer for the Trojans tonight. And then Caleb Edwards got on track a little bit. He had 10 in the second half, 12 total. So for Oak Ridge, they had Sayer with 15, McHenry with 13, and Caleb Edwards with 12. All right, that's your final. Oak Ridge is going to finish overall 16-12 in their 28 games, and they're going to finish 3-7 in this rough and tumble Sierra Foothill League. Folsom's going to finish 6-4 in third place in the Sierra Foothill League, and is going to finish 17-11. And all that's left to do now is to see what the playoff brackets yield tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, the Sac Joaquin section playoff brackets will be out, and we'll be following both the boys and the girls teams from Folsom to see how things may turn out. The girls, of course, are going to be the top seed overall. Like a fantastic team that they have, and we'll see how they can handle the pressure of the playoffs. And then we'll see where Folsom falls in the seeding. But anyway, that's it for our final tonight here in Oak Ridge. Folsom Bulldogs 65, Oak Ridge Trojans 58. We enjoyed speaking to you, and we'll hear you again in the playoffs on this Mac Prep station. Drive home safely.